We have made it to the second largest city in the state of Indiana. Welcome to Fort Wayne. Hey everyone, Scott the Scott Man, and welcome. It is a beautiful day, and we're going to be exploring this beautiful city. We'll be checking out some really cool stuff here in the city. We'll check out a couple parks, and also we'll eat at a couple of different places too. So we're starting off here, right here in downtown, not too far away from the courthouse. We'll head over there right after this. But yeah, Fort Wayne, as I was saying, is the second largest city in Indiana, and it's considered to be a crossroads because this is where three rivers converge. We have the St. Mary's River, the St. Joseph River, and also the Maumee River. And right across the street we have the beautiful Allen County Courthouse. It is an icon here in downtown Fort Wayne. And a little fun fact too, around the site of the courthouse back around in the 1860s, the first police station for Fort Wayne was in the general grounds too. Alright, so now we're going to explore a little bit more of Fort Wayne. We're going to check out a very historic fort, and we'll get into some of the history.
It's time for our adventure in the Summit City. General Anthony Wayne had a fort established here in 1794 and was founded by Jean-Francois Hamtramck. The area was originally inhabited by the Maumee tribe, which had a village called Kikianga. By the way, we are walking by the art museum right now. Anyway, both the Maumee and European settlers took advantage of the area because it was useful as a portage between the Maumee and Wabash rivers, which went to the Great Lakes and the Gulf of Mexico respectively.
And welcome to historic Fort Wayne. Well, more specifically, this is the third incarnation of the fort and the final incarnation. This was built back between 1815 and 1816 by Major John Whistler, and it was built entirely out of wood to defend against Native American attacks, although the fort was only in function for about 3 years because of everybody heading out west to the frontier, so this wasn't used for very long. But still, it's incredible to take a look at. But yeah, that was a cool fort. So now, as I was saying, that was the third and final fort here. And for what I was seeing online, it's about a quarter of a mile from where it originally was, because it's not the original. That is a replica. What we're gonna walk over to now, just heading to the south a little bit, we're gonna head over to the site where the very first fort was, which was constructed back in 1794 by General Anthony Wayne.
Here are some more cool facts about Fort Wayne. Back in the 1830s, the Wabash and Erie Canal was built, and Fort Wayne was the highest point along the canal route. The canal was later replaced with railroads.
May not look like a whole lot because it's just got a little cinema center right over here, but where we're standing, this is where the original Fort Wayne was established back in 1794 by General Anthony Wayne himself. Because yeah, around here, where Fort Wayne is, this is the shortest distance between the Wabash River, which goes to the Mississippi River to the Gulf of Mexico, and the Maumee River, which goes all the way over to the Great Lakes. And over there, that is where the second fort was located. Notice that all three of the forts were located near where the three rivers converge. Yep, so far I feel like we're on a really cool history walk, and to learn more about the great history of Fort Wayne, you have to check out the History Center. It is located in the original 1893 City Hall building, and inside there are a lot of cool artifacts and exhibits which help showcase the great history of the city of Fort Wayne, including some different artifacts and other goods involving General Anthony Wayne himself, the founder of the city, and also even going back to the days of the Native Americans, because after all they were the ones who were originally here, including the Maumee Indians, especially Chief Little Turtle.
And if you go in the basement of the History Center, there's even the old city jail.
That was really cool. So there's one more historic site we're going to check out, and we're going to do that just to the south of the city, and then we'll come back and get some lunch.
Over here in the southern end of Fort Wayne, we have the Chief Richardville House. This is the oldest Native American structure in the Midwest, built back in 1827. This was the house of Chief Jean-Baptiste de Richardville. He was born in 1761 to a French fur trader and a Miami Indian mother. As a matter of fact, when he passed away in 1841, he was the richest man in Indiana.
So unfortunately, it's not open on this Saturday, but oh well. But yeah, it'd be really cool to check it out though. All right, so let's go back in the downtown. So over here, this is Columbia Street, which over here, this is a pedestrian-only road, and this is an area which is known as the Landing. So back in the day, this was a landing area for canal barges. Along here on Columbia Street, you got a lot of very nice restaurants in here. Speaking of restaurants, we're gonna go get some food. We're not going to get anything on Columbia Street, but I know of a really popular place to check out that's popular with tourists and locals. All right, it's time to get some lunch, and we're standing at a really cool spot. This is Fort Wayne's famous Coney Island. This has been around since 1914. It is the oldest Coney Island stand in the United States. It's even older than American and Lafayette Coney Islands in Detroit, Michigan. And this is a staple tea here in Fort Wayne. It's one of those must-visit restaurants in Fort Wayne where you can get some great Coney dogs. So I'm really excited right now. All right, you're inside, and classic Coney Island. You got stool seating and also some smaller tables too. So here are my Coney dogs. Got two of them. They look absolutely delicious. Let's go try some.
Absolutely delicious. Hot dogs are very juicy, plump. This chili is awesome too. Not too much mustard either. Just a little bit to give it a little bit of flavor, but not overwhelming. Amazing Coney dogs.
Oh yeah, that was absolutely delicious. So glad I got to check it out. It's truly iconic. Food was absolutely amazing in there. I should be good for the rest of the day till I get some dinner later. All right, so let's go explore more of the city. Across the street, that is the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception. This beautiful Catholic cathedral was built back in 1860, and what a beauty this is. Here, this is the Allen County Public Library. And what's cool about this library is that if you go inside, you have the Genealogy Center, which is a very popular attraction here in Fort Wayne. People come from all over to Fort Wayne to go to the Genealogy Center to learn a lot about their ancestry. And right next to the library, we have the Firefighters Museum. This is a really cool museum which goes into the history of firefighting in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And what's really cool is that if you head inside, you can see some very historic fire trucks and learn all about the great history of Fort Wayne's firefighting history. What's really cool too is that the museum is located inside the original fire station number 3. Although it's not used as a fire station anymore, it's still a really cool museum. All right, so let's continue back in the downtown. We're gonna go check out a couple of beautiful parks right here in the city, and then we'll finish off with some dinner. Welcome to Promenade Park. This park, as well as neighboring Headwaters Park, these are two absolutely beautiful parks with a lot of cool things to see and do here. Right here at this park, there's a concrete cornhole, also a foosball table, but there's more than just that. There's also an amphitheater here, and there's even a little tree walk. Well, it doesn't really go in the trees, but it's still like an elevated walkway, which is really cool. So we'll check out some cool sights here at this park, as well as neighboring Headwaters Park, and walk along the St. Mary's River. This is such a beautiful park. Just off to the right, we have a really cool statue of Chief Little Turtle, which Little Turtle was a former chief of the Miami Indians. And then what's really cool is that just over there, we have a bridge going across the river over to the fort we were at earlier this morning. And what's really cool too is that Headwaters Park is a great place to hold major events and concerts as well too, especially in the summertime. You got this wide open field over here. Pretty cool. And then over that way, there's even an area in the wintertime where they have an ice skating rink. This is absolutely beautiful. Fort Wayne is such a beautiful city. I've had such a great time exploring the city today, but we're not done just yet, because what we're gonna be doing is before we conclude the video, we're gonna go get something to eat. Alright, found the place. We're pretty close to where the Coney Island was that we ate at earlier today. But over here on Pearl Street, this is Tolon. So what's cool about Tolon is that they use the freshest ingredients and locally sourced ingredients too. And you're expecting to have some amazing food. So I can't wait to go inside and have some great food to conclude this visit to Fort Wayne. Alright, so I got a table inside and really nice interior in here. Yep, a lot of really great dishes. What caught my eye is their Cajun Viet noodle bowl. Got noodles, andouille sausage, crawfish, pork belly. This looks absolutely fantastic. It's gonna be kind of hard to cut up a little bit, so I'm gonna have a bite with the pork belly in it, but I'm gonna take a bite out of it. Yeah, absolutely delicious. Pork belly is phenomenal. I have some sausage here with the noodles, although I'm having a little bit of a difficult time here. There we go. Good food. Sausage is really good. But yeah, what a great way to conclude my adventures here in Fort Wayne today. Had such a great time, and I definitely have to come back to the city again at some point. Alright, so thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button, and don't forget to click that subscribe button so that way you don't miss out on any future adventures of mine. Well, thank you for watching, and this is Scott with the Scott Man signing out. Hi everyone, I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays to you. I'll see you in 2024.